Now, thousands of people will be heading to Bournemouth seafront over the next few days, not to lie on the beach, but to stare at the sky.
That's because the annual Air Festival gets underway with performances from the Red Arrows, the RAF, the Royal Marines and the Army. High-flying, sun-loving Martin DOWSE is there for us now. Martin.
Fred, isn't this just about the most perfect day you could hope for running an air show? And it certainly got off to a flying start this afternoon. We've seen all the action from our bird's eye vantage point up here on Bournemouth East Cliff, overlooking the bay here with the Navy ships over there at anchor, and it's a spectacular setting. And this is fast becoming one of the must-see air shows anywhere in the world, and this is the reason why. 7 miles of golden sand and cliff top, the perfect backdrop and the perfect grandstand to watch some spectacular flying. The Red Arrows wowing the crowds in the spectacular setting of Bournemouth seafront this afternoon, back to their classic 9-plane formation. People lined the beach and the cliff tops to watch the spectacle, gathering on the mound which holds the memorial to Jon Egging, the pilot who died in a crash at the festival 2 years ago. Down among the trade stands cramming the seafront, his widow Emma was manning the Jon Egging Trust tent, the organisation now helping young people in Jon's name.
It's always going to be a bit hard for me being here. It's always going to be pretty emotional, and I was at the patrons launch last night and the Reds flew in formation, you know, perfect, and it's amazing pride to see them flying by. But when I'm feeling like there's sort of things to be sad about, I just focus my efforts on the trust and making a real difference, and I can't stress enough how important that is.
Jon was a good mate to all of us, and those of us who knew him from way back before he joined the team as well, and we worked with him. So yeah, it's a great loss to us all. He was a great friend, but he would want us to get on with the job and put on a great show, and that's what we focus on doing. And now that we're back up to a 9-ship again, the morale in the team is fabulous. We've had a great season, and we just want to try and go from strength to strength, and not forgetting the fact that Jon will always be there with us, and especially so at Bournemouth.
The 6th Air Festival had officially been launched earlier with a fanfare from the Royal Marines and a dizzying display by a Royal Navy Lynx Black Cat. The senior service once again has a strong presence here, anchored offshore. This afternoon's display saw some regular but always spectacular visitors to this festival and some incredible stunt flying. But perhaps the most anticipated display comes on Sunday, when the last flying Vulcan bomber graces the show. It's so costly now to put this aircraft in the air that it could only come to the show after funds were specially raised by a group of Vulcan enthusiasts in Dorset who feel so passionately about it.
Every time she flies, I cry. So if anyone sees a blubbering wreck behind a gazebo, it'll be me on Sunday. It will be me. She is the people's plane. Nobody funds her. She is the people's plane, you know. That's it, that's all I can say, because I'm going to cry now.
Phillip O'dell, originally from Bournemouth and now chief test pilot with Rolls-Royce, will fly the Vulcan.
When I was 7, 8, 9, the first ever air show I went to, the first time I saw the Red Arrows was here at Bournemouth. To be back here on Sunday flying the Vulcan, and to be here today and tomorrow flying a Spitfire is just, it doesn't get any better than that. And I'm very aware of how lucky I am, very aware.
The Vulcan will be the finale, but before that comes, there'll be plenty of other spectacular displays to watch. So that was the first day. We've seen the Arrows, we've seen the Battle of Britain Memorial flight. The Vulcan's on its way, but what other flying highlights can we expect over the next few days? Who better to ask than Jon Weaver, who's organised the whole thing? Jon, what are the flying highlights going to be over the next few days?
Well, the big one tomorrow is going to be definitely the Typhoon, here for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Over the weekend we've got the Vixen, the Sea Vixen back, which is a great Royal jet. Plus we've got the Meteor, we've got the Blades coming through with their great aerobatics display. Gerald Cooper, world champion aerobatic display guy, will be there, plus the helicopters coming in, the big Chinook, the double-bladed Chinooks coming in as well. We've got over 24 different display aircraft, and we've had such a fantastic day today.
And what's different this year is that normally now the day would be over, but tonight you've got things going on as well, and that's what's different this year, yeah?
That's what makes us very different. We have our dusk air displays Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Basically it's aircraft, flying aircraft with fireworks coming out the wings. That's how I could describe it. But also we're bringing the Red Devils parachute team in. They're jumping on a night jump and they'll have pyros from their boots. So it's real pyro flying, if you might say.
So that's the real change this year.
That's a real one. We've developed on it. Yeah, we really wanted to make sure that it was a great evening, and we have stages as well where we have great performances every night going on. So it's a real big mark for us as a festival, more than just a show.
And briefly, it's all free still, and then people find that remarkable that it's all free. How does the town make any money out of it? What do you make out of it?
Well, the economy, we estimate nearly over £25 million with the 4 days that we expect. I think we're going to reach that target.
So it is a big earner for the town.
It's a great earner for the town, but it's a great thing for the residents. Over 60% of the people who come down here are actually local people from the area. So it's a great win-win for everybody.
OK, Jon, thank you very much. Have a great show.